to the Voice of Home Economist, the ultimate platform dedicated to empowering and celebrating the world of home economics. I'm your host Hiba Farasat, and it is an absolute privilege to welcome our distinguished guest today, Ms. Farhat Masud Zaman, with an academic background in home economics, specializing in human development and family studies, a gold medalist in BSc degree. Mrs. Zaman has made significant contributions as the director of the PAF Finishing School and later as a lecturer in child development. Beyond her professional accomplishments, she is founding member of the Floral Art Society and a celebrated figure in the floral art community, earning titles such as Best in Show and Best in Color at prestigious competitions. Her journey is truly inspirational, and we are delighted to learn from her experiences and achievements. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. You're giving me more credit than I deserve. Thank
You
you.
deserve all this.
Thank you. You go
So,
ahead.
how's your day going?
My day today?
Yeah.
Yes, I live alone because my husband, who was we were very attached to each other, he passed away recently.
Oh.
So my children, unfortunately, we had this idea that our children would do better abroad. So they're abroad. One is in Karachi, and I live alone. But I'm very blessed because I have very good servants.
May Allah grant him higher rank in Jannah. Ameen. So, ma'am, can you tell us that why everyone here calls you Fariapa?
Well, that's their prerogative. But if you have asked me this question, I'll tell you that I used to be. My name is Farhat, and I was in my school. My parents used to call me Fari for short.
Okay.
And my sister's name was Zeenat, so she used to be called Zini.
Okay.
And we were known as Fari Zini, Fari Zini. And then, I got married and all that. Now, when I came back after years to Islamabad, and I joined the college, teaching home economics, the girls who were junior to me and younger than me, they started calling me Fari Appa. Appa, for respect, for an elder sister.
Yeah.
And then now, at this point of time, I think I am the Appa of the whole of Islamabad. And there are some men who call me Fari Appa, and I didn't like it in the beginning, that, people who are much older than me call me that. But I take it as a compliment.
Okay. Can you start by sharing about your educational background?
Education background, I did my matriculation from the Presentation Convent School in Peshawar under the guidance of Irish nurses, Irish teachers, nuns, who really taught us all the etiquettes of life. They were so good. It was like a home away from home. And then I did my intermediate in Peshawar in home economics when the home economics started in the first year. And we had American teachers to teach us, came to America, because Begum Liaquat Ali had seen this program in America when she went with her husband on a visit, and she was very impressed by the home economics. And a 4-H club for the boys, but I don't think the 4-H club took place. That was agriculture based. But the home economics colleges started because of Begum Liaquat Ali, one in Karachi, one in Lahore, and one in Peshawar.
Okay.
So then my father was transferred to Lahore, and I did my BSc from Lahore.
Okay. So, as everyone knows that you are the founding member of the Floral Art Society. So, how's your experience there?
It's been a wonderful experience. Floral art is like a family. So all the members are like family members, and we get to know each other and very closely associated. And we have regular meetings here in Islamabad. In every club, there's once a month. In Islamabad, there are 2 clubs of the floral art. One is the Magnolia chapter, and the other is the Orchid chapter. Then we have one club in Peshawar, which is known as the Lotus chapter.
Okay.
And we have one in Lahore, Rose, and so on, 2 chapters in Karachi also.
So, were there any challenges in your journey that you have faced, and how did you overcome that?
Challenges regarding life is a challenge. All the time we are having challenges. So what exactly do you mean by challenges in my life?
In your educational background and in your professional life also, have you faced any, like, of course you have faced so many challenges, but can you tell them about some life challenges that you have faced in your
Well, the
professional life?
biggest challenge was that I just got married a few months before my BSc, and I became very relaxed, and I thought that I was the greatest person on earth, and I didn't need to study anymore. But my mother was very adamant that I must study, so she took me back home and she said, "You can't stay in your in-laws' house. You're not good. You're so spoiled," because my mother-in-law was absolutely the most loving person. So she wouldn't let me do anything because I wanted to get more education, and I found it very difficult. But I did in fits and starts, in gaps. I did, and I did my masters when my children were also in college. So, and then then I wanted to teach, and that was an obstacle that I had to face because I was not eligible to teach and not eligible to join the government service. So I was ready to take any post, ad hoc or anything, and teach. So I taught there. Then I went to the finishing school for some time. And that was interesting also, because a new type of people I got in contact with.
So, any message you would like to give our viewers who are watching you on this channel?
Message? What sort of message do you want?
Any message that you want to give, an inspirational message?
Yes, the most important thing is education. Don't forgo your education. You are being educated at every phase of your life. And then when you get your education, then community service. That is very important. Help other people. You don't have to make a big show about it, but do help people along the way. Be kind.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your views and taking your time out and come here. We had a great conversation with you. It was so inspiring, and thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for asking. I'm grateful to you.
And to my amazing viewers, wasn't that incredible? If you are feeling inspired, make sure to share it with someone who need a dose of motivation. Stay tuned for more fascinating videos. Until then, Allah Hafiz.